Hey, outsiders.
What's going on, outsiders?
We're back
for another episode. So what we talking about today, boo?
So, we kind of wanted to talk about the pains of being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
So, because we're not in it as much as we used to be, and we kind of just wanted to talk about why, in case people were wondering, like, where's the Glenn fam? What happened to Glenn fam?
Yeah.
They're not out as much as we normally see them. So, we just kind of wanted to talk about that, our reasons why of pulling back, and things like that.
Yeah. So I go first, and then I'll talk about my woes, and then you can talk about yours. So with mine, so I've suffered from anxiety and depression my whole life, and so when I decided, okay, I want to do a YouTube channel, because we was watching everybody else's videos, like, well, we could do that too, we could do that. And so I don't know if you remember, but you asked me, you said, are you gonna be able to take it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be able to take the not seeing the likes, or you put out video and the numbers ain't what you think it should be? And he's like, do you think you can handle it? I said, oh yeah, I can handle it. Yeah, I can handle it. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. No, I couldn't handle it. No, I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
So, and it all started the camp over with Adrian and Ruth.
Okay.
We had a great time. Probably one of my favorite camp overs.
Yeah.
That probably was one of my favorite ones for sure. And when I was there, I was just going through a lot. I was very, very depressed, and I was trying to put on I don't know if it's a facade, like
your representative.
Yeah. I'm trying to represent this channel, and I don't feel right. Yeah. I'm very, very depressed, and what it was is I was worried about the numbers. I wasn't seeing the numbers that I wanted to see. Yeah.
So we're learning, like, if you're gonna do this, you cannot be set on numbers and be happy with creating content.
Right.
Yeah.
And that just sent me down a spiral, and it took me a good 6 to 8 months to really get out of that.
Yeah.
And so when you wasn't seeing us, and I probably said to a few people that I wasn't enjoying camping anymore, because I felt like I had to put on.
Yeah.
I had to be somebody I wasn't, because I was really depressed.
Yeah.
And I was going back and forth, and it's like I was really tore up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was really.
They'd be like, "Where's Lionel?"
I was really tore, and so I had to take I had to take a break.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't handle it. For one, to be social, for me, is very, very difficult. Like, I'm cool with us. I'm laughing, having a great time. You add one more person, I'm like.
So it's not personal, guys.
It ain't personal. It's not personal. But it's something I had to work on, and it's something that I think I'm not totally 100% better with that issue, but I've gotten a lot better. I really worked on it. And I'm gonna say one thing too. It was who was it? The Banks. We were in their camper, and they said, Lionel, I think they saw it.
Yeah.
They saw what my problem was. I fear a lot of things, and one of my fears was not our channel not being successful. That was one of my fears, and it sent me into a deep, dark depression. It really did.
Yeah.
And the way I worked myself through was I stopped camping and I went to therapy. I took myself to therapy, and then I worked myself back into it. And now, as far as I'm concerned, all I want to do is I just want to make decent videos for us. But I still want to do this thing. I still want to make videos, but I don't care about numbers, because before I wanted us to venture out. I wanted us to go to I want us to be with other groups and stuff, and do camp overs and all that. But I have social anxiety. It's like a pain for me.
Yeah.
But now we have to do it to where I'm comfortable with it. Not too many. I think before it was just too many, back to back to back to back, and I was just like, I can't do this. Yeah. That was my woe, and I battled myself back. I'm back now.
Yeah. Yay, boo. For me, like, I feel like that's one. One would be, don't do it for likes, comments.
Yeah.
Two would be like getting used to. I feel like in order to be successful, you have to be social. Right.
That's what I thought. But yeah, and you probably do. You probably do have to be successful. You have to be social. Yeah, I would think.
And then three for us is I feel my woe is I feel like it's very scripted.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like
What
set
is?
up vlogging, YouTubing. Yeah. It's like very different things you have to do and different poses and like I'm just me.
We wasn't down with all that.
I'm just me.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to do. I just want to be me, and I don't want to feel like I have to.
It became a job.
Yes.
It became a job.
I don't see this as a job, and I don't think I ever did.
Because I'll tell you what, and I hope I'm not overstepping, but when we were at the Glamp Out, the bank's Dwayne's brother was there, and I said, "Well, how come you don't have a channel?" He said, "That's too much work." I was like, "Dang!" I said, "He's right." He's right.
Yeah.
This is a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and we ain't getting paid.
Right. Well, and that's the other thing. So like, woe 3 would be the work involved. We work full time, and then I have the kids. My job as like a mental health therapist, I have work outside of work, and then I'm a lead at work. So then I have other responsibilities that I have to do, and then I'm also taking care of 2 children who have activities.
Yep.
And I have a husband. I am a wife, and I maintain a household. It was way too much. I feel like it was a lot.
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of people who are successful may be like full-timers.
Or some people might outsource that work, the editing part. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
The editing part.
It's like hours and hours of trying to like edit and make this like
some people outsource that part.
Wonderful cinematic video. And I got some really good advice from Chuck and Sherry, and they were like, we can't do that. We don't have the time to do that. Like, we just put it out there. If people like it, they like it.
Yeah.
And so I think that's something we learned too, in like trying to just, you know what, I'm just put stuff out there, and if they like it, they like it.
Right,
if they
right.
Don't, they don't.
If they don't, they don't.
Yeah. So I'm super grateful to be camping. All the people we have met, the people who have helped us and learned, and like we've met some really great friends.
Everybody that we've met that has a channel, we absolutely love. I mean, we have. I don't think we've met not one single, maybe one.
He's so bad.
Maybe one channel that we, out of all the channels that we've met, there might be just one that we was like, and that's it though. We don't know if we mesh with them too well, but that's just it. Just meshing, you know. Not that we don't really like them, they don't like us. No, it's nothing like that. It's like we don't blend well, you know. Yeah. And it's just one channel, just one that I could think of.
Yeah. And I think a lot of it too, like people who have a family, like most of the time YouTube channels who have families, they're like homeschooled, they travel a lot, you know what I mean? So like us, we're just just a family that's just out here. Majority of people we camp with don't really have kids, or they have grandkids,
and we don't know what we're doing.
We know nothing.
We don't know nothing. So like I'm battling now, like worrying about like what I gotta fix on this thing, like all the maintenance and stuff. Like, oh man, that's another thing too. The woes, the maintenance.
Yeah, the money that's involved.
Man, the maintenance. It's like it's always something going. We bought this camper in 2022. Yeah. And it is the worst camper.
Don't buy a COVID camper.
Oh my God.
If you bought one, I'm sorry.
We bought our first camper. It was 2017. We bought a camper it was brand new. It was a Wolf Pack. Was it Wolf Pack?
Yep. It was a
Gray Wolf. 29 foot. No problems whatsoever. Ever. We had one problem. We had 2 problems, and it was my fault because when we first bought the camper, I didn't know how to really winterize it right. Yeah. And so every year for the first 2 years, the toilet would I forget that little piece would crack, and so we would always have a toilet leak every year. Every year we have a toilet leak.
And we learned to just take it off.
And, because I never knew how to really winterize. That's what I'm saying. We're just doing this, and we didn't know. Yeah. We didn't know what we was getting into when we started to do this.
Right.
We didn't know anything. We just
still don't.
We was like, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it.
You want to see something go wrong? Follow our channel.
I'm telling you, boy, because we have done it all.
Yeah.
Almost. We did it all, but we've did a lot.
So it's just
the money part.
And then you being a YouTuber, you spend money on like apps You spend money on memberships. You spend money like music. You're spending money on making pictures, and it's a lot.
You said you had to take a breath. Thinking about it.
Because you, by the time you probably go through all the stuff that you spend and supplies,
cameras,
and having gadgets, that is
and then you know, you want to show, you know, we live in Ohio, so you know, you want to show people outside of Ohio. That's what we want to do. We've already done Ohio. This is our 3rd year. We've already done Ohio. So okay, let's go outside of Ohio. So going outside of Ohio, that's gas money. That's a lot of gas to travel. And gas is up, and it's not getting any cheaper.
Right.
What else costs a lot? Food is going up. I mean, because when you want to go out of the state, you know, you're gonna be gone for like a week, maybe even 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. That's gas. That's food. That's fees, the stay fees. Campground fees. That's all that. And I was not prepared for all that.
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for all that. And we spent a lot of money trying to get this YouTube channel off the ground. We got it off the ground. It didn't get too high, but it got off the ground.
So we're learning, like, just getting back to why we fell in love with camping in the first place.
Right.
So that's what you're gonna see on the Glam Fam, is, you know, some things on how to do things, what we're learning, of course, things that have gone wrong, but like why we fell in love with camping in the first place.
Right.
And that's what the Glam Fam is gonna be,
telling
guys.
you, I'm hearing these birds chirp. I'm watching. We got a nest right here, and I'm watching this mama bird feed her little babies, and this is just cool to be out here, man. It's just only thing missing is the lake right now.
Yeah.
I just wish it was a lake I could look over right here
kayaking
and just look up and see the lake. That's what I like. I like campgrounds with lake, but let's talk about. You want to talk about this campground? This is not for this.
Separate, yeah. So subscribe, follow along. We're gonna have a good time. Let us know where you love to camp. And we will maybe check those out. Give us some good tips on things we need to know.
That's right.
Because we've been camping about, this is what, year 8?
We started in 2017, so how many years is that?
Yeah. So we're on year 8. Yeah. So we're in there.
Yeah.
Let us know.
We outside.